Hello, welcome to the Bite Manga Podcast. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball chapters 291 to 300, or if you're me, 97 to 106. This week I'm joined, as always, by Hut, Master of Room Hopping,
Oh,
Ryu, Guide to TikTok Cringe,
Yes, I am.
see,
and I'm your host, Ben. Let's get into the chapter, shall we?
These chapters were hype. Let's just start off with that. Want to just go chronologically, like order of chapters, or or just
Yeah,
hop
we
into the
can do
action?
that. Like, I mean, my first note is, I think, from the first chapter almost as well. Just I wanted to talk about, like, this is the first time we see Frieza losing control. Like, he has been in control of this situation this entire time. He hasn't needed to really worry about anything. Like, he's always had like servants being able to take care of whatever the fuck he needs, and he's just been able to essentially pivot whenever something happened because of like the absolute faith that he has in his own ability, his like henchman being Ginyu, and just like that he is the strongest motherfucker around, and that he that's all he needs to get shit done. This is the first time where he loses that cool. That cool brother that we've seen this entire time. It's the first time he loses it. And it is good. It feels so good because it feels like we finally pulled one over on Frieza. We've been behind the 8 ball this entire time. Even Goku showed up. He was only up to par with Ginyu. So we even had that hanging over our heads. But now it feels like there's actually a chance that we can pull this like weird heist scenario off.
True. Yeah. By that we get like Shenron. Is it Shenron still, or is it different?
Shenron. No, now
Purunga.
different.
This is Purunga.
Yeah.
Runga. And because of that, like Frieza genuinely is like oh shit, they took it from me. They screwed him. I mean, Vegeta has the same. To be fair,
It's
but he's
kind
like, wait
of
a
like
fucking.
Gollum did. They took it from us.
Second.
They stole it.
Like even Vegeta
I got
is fucking mad.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense. So, because like there aren't a lot of people that oppose Frieza, and even if they do, like they're easily handled by his men, right? This is
Yeah.
probably the first time where he's actually like faced a true challenge, as well as someone actually really threatening what he wants, because he wants immortality, right? He wants the Dragon Balls for that purpose. So now that they actually have the Dragon Balls and they have a way to take Frieza's wish away from him, his facade just melts away because now he's not in control anymore. He has no way to like control this because his men are also dead. He's the only one. It's only one part of the Frieza Force on the planet anymore, right? So
Yeah,
it's
like
very-
he loses cool because like we see his true character here because he loses cool. Like he has nothing to fall back on, no one to protect his fate, to the point that he has to come out himself and do dirty work basically, which he hasn't had to do in a
Like
while
he
for
hasn't.
sure.
No, I don't feel like he's ever really even had to. There's like I think up until this point, it's just been stuff that he's wanted to take care of. Like I'm sure like committing genocide was something that he was ecstatic to just do against the Saiyans. He was like, I want to do this myself.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah, but
see,
like
like even this is the first time we see Frieza fly without his pod, right? He always even used
Yeah.
a pod to fly. He clearly can, but he just didn't feel the need to, and now
He
it's
was
the
just
first time.
chilling.
Yeah.
nah, to fight Nail when Nail and him went away to fight, he like they flew, but like
Didn't he
Vegeta,
use a pod then too?
no, he flew normally. But he was flying relaxed. He was just keeping up with Nail, and Nail is not faster than him, so he didn't have to exert much force in that flight
Yeah.
at all.
Also, I gotta say a little bit, just a little bit. Nails a little bit, just a little bit. I'm just saying, he could have helped a lot against the Gideon first. Like I get it, want to be with your elder. He's about to die. You respect him a lot. Could have helped
Not
him.
even that. That's what he was sworn to do.
Yeah, but even the elder was like, "Hey, can you
Also-
go help the Earthlings, bro, please?" For my
Don't think
sake."
Nail would have done much.
I think he would.
Nail isn't the strongest. Let's be
He
I
real.
feel like it would have just been one more body for Ginyu to take over and have us jump through more hoops.
Yeah. If anything, I think it's better this way.
Yeah.
I think it's better that he
Also,
distracted Frieza long enough so that
I
they could have Piccolo back.
yeah. My thing is like I get that like on your deathbed you want to get like a jab out at Frieza, but he literally wouldn't have known.
I'm like, oh, the
True.
wind. Like
He
it
would
would have just been.
they would
It
have been
would have
like,
been
oh,
nice.
the sky's black. That's interesting. Some
Huh?
weird weather on this planet, and then they would have been like, time to vote for, time to
How
get
to vote for the
Yeah.
wishes
president?
in.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
look, I got some other shit on my mind. You been following the news? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that here.
All right.
I.
But
But on the topic of Nail, I do love how we get the Piccolo and Nail interaction. When Piccolo like comes across him, he's
Yeah,
like,
it's a
This
good
is
character moment for Piccolo where he just says like, I don't, it might be strong, but I don't want to lose my individuality.
yeah, like I'm my own person. Like he knows he comes from Kami, right? So like they were technically one person at once, and then he's like, okay, I have my own person. I'm my own person now. He's changed from what he originally was. He's not Piccolo Daimyo anymore, right? But like he still wants to keep him like himself, true to himself, and doesn't want to change that. Like even then,
Yeah, like
which
this is
I
his
genuinely like.
this is his first Namekian interaction. That is not like him or like a version of him or like half him, you know?
Have Kami and him really interacted at all?
No, well, yeah, they did in the World Tournament. When they
That
fought.
Yeah.
was Piccolo Daimyo.
What?
No, he means
No.
as in like
When it was in the body of Shen, and
when Kami, Shen, yeah,
when Kami was in Shen, remember?
Yeah, okay, that wasn't Piccolo Daimyo, but like I mean, like that was still like evil Piccolo. So yeah,
Yes,
before he turned good, yeah.
yeah. Like I feel like I like physically he's the same person, sure, but like talking character wise, he's essentially a different character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's
the whole
changed.
Gohan training and whatever, he definitely changed a lot as well.
Yeah, even sacrificed
he
himself
became
for
more.
Gohan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's also like immediately why he's like, bring me there. Not fully because he also wants to fight for his home planet, right? But like Gohan definitely an aspect of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but wouldn't it be smarter to have, because now if Piccolo dies, Kami will die again, right? And his whole situation will be over once more, right?
Yeah.
So like I get he wants to fight for his own planet, right? And he wants to save everyone there, right? Like I get it. It's
Is
understandable.
there anybody left on Earth who can make a wish?
Kami is there. Kami and Popo.
Oh yeah, they can do it.
So they could
can do it.
technically gather the Dragon Balls and do a wish,
Chi-Chi?
but I guess, yeah.
I don't think she would do it
But
because it's Chi-Chi and she's a.
she'll
But like,
I mean, she'd do anything to save her son, at least.
That's true, but like Dragon Ball,
he's alive.
like female Dragon Ball characters and being well written have never been on the same train.
No.
No, I have a feeling they're gonna forget Bulma on this planet when they go back home.
That'd
Like,
be
wait a
hilarious.
minute.
I would love that. That would be great.
Big
Yeah,
great
that
arc without Bulma. Like any great arc is
Be
better without Bulma.
fantastic.
That would be hilarious. Oh
Finally,
my-
the only way to shut her the fuck up is leave her stranded on another planet.
I'm blow the planet up. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Where's-
On the
oh
planet.
shit!
Oh my
Oh, we forgot about her.
Oh.
To be fair, though, let's be honest. How's Goku can't operate the ship. Gohan can't operate the ship. Piccolo can't operate the ship. How are they gonna get home without Bulma?
Krillin can drive.
It's a
Legally?
spaceship. Like he can drive like a car, but like how are they gonna get home with a spaceship if the other
Hey, look, it might not be canon, but I mean, in the anime, Goku and Piccolo can drive.
Fair enough.
even still at this point they haven't gotten their driver's
This
license.
is my obligatory mention of the best fucking filler episode of all time.
Agree.
Did they just go on a road trip? What did they do?
No, they
There's
get
just
their
like a filler
driver's-
episode where they need to get their driver's licenses.
Yeah,
Like,
because-
there's
Really?
no reason for it, and so they just like
the
it's
reason
also like a small car, so they're like driving like this.
and then they just start racing against each other like mid driving
Yeah.
test. It's crazy, but it's because Chicho was like, bro, you have to learn how to drive, Goku. I can't just keep carrying all these groceries. Yeah, I know you can fly and all, but like,
We need to do things like a normal family.
yeah, exactly.
Nimbus Cloud.
Still.
Normal family.
Yeah.
It's Goku. We don't have normal.
family. No
Also-
family is normal, but like everybody
No.
chases the ideal of normality.
Yeah, but like, I don't think
Stupid.
every family has a person that can like fly. You know. So
Speak
They
for
have a whole-
yourself.
if you have a pilot in your family, then
Wait,
I
you
guess-
can fly, Hut? Oh my god, dude.
Well, he's about to try. Open the window.
Shit. Oh my god. Also,
Oh, my
nitpick,
leg!
or not nitpick.
I can't feel my leg.
Thankfully, I'm like on the ground floor, so it's like grass right outside of my window. So it wouldn't
I
even-
feel like there's good odds of me breaking things if I jump.
If I jump out of that window, there's just a roof like directly below. So
Oh yeah,
no,
because I
I'm
see
not.
a tree right there, and I'm like, wow.
Well, yeah, but that's like a good 50 meters away. 30, sure.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I'll make it.
I want to talk
got
about
this.
like the armor that they use, right? Which is like
They're like, yeah,
Yeah,
I was
like
reading
Vegeta.
that and I was like, oh, well, we won't talk about this.
what? It
I
says
didn't expect us to be talking about fashion on here. All right, good.
yeah,
Fuck
it has
off.
blast protection, very mobile. It's very stretchy.
Very stretchy, like to the point that, like, yeah, of course,
how
like when
the
Vegeta went
fuck?
oolong originally.
when,
right.
when Vegeta went oolong. Yeah.
Oolong? I think you were
What?
trying to say Sulong, which is already. Which is
No, I
completely
think it was trying to say Uzaru, but
Oh,
Yeah, and
sorry.
combine that with fucking oolong. Fuck.
I mean,
Anyway,
they're
you gotta
kinda
mind. You gotta
they're
mean, like when you
kinda
make
actually pretty
monkey.
similar, like Sulong and the Great Ape Floor, because both, full moon, they both transform into furry or furries. Say, I say,
Look, I just like the fucking minks. They were already furries. They just
yeah, I said furry or furries.
oh
but
furry.
You did-
I thought it said furries or furries, and I was like, this doesn't make sense.
No, furry or furries.
not the or question. Anyway,
Huh?
not even-
Oh,
anyway,
God, please don't let this be the thing we talked about before we started.
What?
anyway,
Oh,
so
God,
when Frieza like fights Vegeta, right? Vegeta's putting up quite the fight at first, right? Like he's definitely like when he like
He's
punches like
winded. Like it takes a lot of effort for him to do this, but I guess like
he's
Ace-
keeping up sorta with pace form Frieza, right?
now we're a real Dragon Ball podcast. We're gonna be talking about forms and shit.
Base form Vegeta is honestly just as strong as Frieza.
So base Vegeta is equal to base Frieza,
All
which
right, I'm
means-
already sick of this. Can we not do this?
Oh my god.
Oh god, I'm not gonna last on this podcast. I don't know. Somebody might need to take over hosting.
Not power scale.
Anyway.
Power scale for the win.
Then we got Frieza 2, bulky, big, devil,
You just call it second form. I think that's just what it's called.
probably.
I just call
Look
it King
cool.
Cold.
King Cold?
Yeah,
As in-
like Freeze named after Freezer, so
Oh, like that. I see.
I just went. He's now the King of Cold.
Iceberg.
Makes sense.
We call him Iceberg too, but that's more One Piece thing in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Character
fair enough.
Iceberg,
We call him Frost.
Nah, play too much Siege for that. We can't do that.
Is that Frost? Kind of bad though.
Really, you need to get a girlfriend.
I know.
Ugh. Oh my god.
Oh goodness. About half of this episode is gonna have nothing to do with Dragon Ball, but
It's not, but to be fair, it's a lot of fighting, so we can talk about that, but not much to do besides power
Look, I
scale.
love that. Look. You know that one?
Yeah, that one. The one frame. I love the one frame.
Also,
Colony.
going back a bit to when Piccolo was talking to Nell, he was talking about, or Nell said that if he had merged with his original self, or Kami, he'd be able to beat Frieza. Like,
That
like,
kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, like there was one person with like a power scale that like got in half, two people. basically, right?
Yeah, but like even if you think about it from a different point of view, right? Like think about like if in like early Dragon Ball, Piccolo and Akami fused back together. Think about like how insanely strong they would be by the standards of that section of the story.
Yeah,
And then
because
like
Daniel
you
was
just
already
put
super strong.
yeah, but like he was still old. But like even then, like if they fused together, they would be insane and pretty much unbeatable for that section of the story. And then you kind of like scale that to where we are now, and you think like that makes about sense for like a Namekian, right? But
Yeah,
then you take that out and you get like Piccolo Jr. One we're dealing with now, like, and then you see him like grinding up to like Saiyan level at half, and then like you let it go, and then like it kind of just makes sense.
yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of weird that they like say this because Kami hasn't been training. Sure, he is strong magical wise, but where Piccolo lacks that and more physical strength wise, right?
I
I feel
think
like
it's
Kami hasn't. Like I don't know. Like it's we haven't seen much from Kami, like fight wise, even with the magical stuff. We know he's
yeah, but like I think
powerful.
like
We don't know he's strong.
would that like translate to like beam attacks? Because like we don't see Piccolo use that much. He's mostly like hand to hand and he uses a beam occasionally. But
Yeah, I
even
mean, we
like
saw him wipe that
even if you
city that
think
one
about
time.
like his special beam cannon, which like is best like beam move, it takes 5 minutes to charge up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like this man
look, he could
sucks
do it
at
more.
beam attacks.
Might not anymore, but we don't know that.
Maybe.
Mm.
But like, he did wipe out an entire city by just like the swipe of his hand. So when he got first introduced, when he took over the city that one time or
Yeah,
the kingdom,
and
I guess.
when King Piccolo was like to show the king, to show the king his power.
So it's weird how Piccolo like sometimes that he can just do that and sometimes he just charge I think for 5 minutes. It's strange for
Actually,
Yeah,
that
but
like
like, that's like a
but
quick
still,
beam,
yeah,
quick like. It's
I
not.
guess
It doesn't really have much force behind it. I
yeah.
feel like.
it blew up a
They're
city. I don't
also
know how.
yeah, but they're also still like kind of different people, like Demon King Piccolo and Piccolo Junior.
Junior, yeah,
Still,
definitely.
Yeah.
still not like exactly carbon copy of each
Can we
other,
just
right?
call like Demon King Piccolo like a recorder or something?
Oh my
Just so we don't have to do like the titles
Flute,
every time.
god.
flute,
Flute. I like flute. I think
flute.
recorder's more disrespectful, which is why I like it. But I think we can go flute too.
I always forget recorder is a basic flute. I just remembered. It's just like one of those like very like elementary
Upside.
levels flute. Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
like a clarinet.
That's too
Piccolo
sophisticated for
is
that old raggedy
basically
bastard.
a clarinet is basically a piccolo, right? Like they're
So,
about the same, if I remember correctly.
so would Kami be clarinet instead? Like,
I feel like clarinet for Kami, but like he's got a different name. We don't need to find a new alias for him.
yeah, his name is literally like God in Japanese. So,
Yeah,
oh, so anyways, Gohan.
and Krillin get to beat the fuck up in like 2 swipes.
Yeah,
That's
really.
brutal.
Yeah, not really. Gohan does fight back.
Yeah,
Gohan
Gohan
goes buck
like,
wild.
Gohan snapped,
He
dude.
goes
like
100%. He
he's
generally gave
actually
everything.
cooking. Holy shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he was actually cooking. It was crazy.
that's what he did when he just like grabbed energy and just fucking chucked it at him.
Like it's crazy to think how strong Gohan can be when he's strong when he's older because he's 5 right now, right? 5 years old.
Yes.
No, yeah, well, 5 years
Yeah,
old, a
he's
little.
5. He's 5.
Yeah,
Maybe 6. Maybe 6. I don't
yeah,
know how long.
maybe
Maybe
6 because we don't because they're saying he was 4 in the start of when Raditz came.
5
1
after
year.
training with
Yeah, 5 hours training with
Piccolo.
Piccolo, and then a few days in the hospital, a month traveling, plus a week on Namek. Yeah, give it. It's about
If that was his birthday in that while he could have had a birthday. I don't think we would have
Like
because I don't
if
think he's
you
done
think
anything.
about this with regards to like Goku at that age, this motherfucker is insane.
yeah, like
This guy is at Goku's level when Goku was like at the 3rd Budokai, maybe even above that. When Goku was 18, this guy is maybe 6, a third of his age. Just crazy.
He's 6 years old. Like he's
Yeah,
crazy.
both parents are extremely strong martial artists, especially Goku. So like the genes are there to like build it
Plus,
up.
he also
And
gets the Senkai boost. Like when he
yeah,
gets like they say it later. Like Vegeta says it that he also gets a power boost from being in near-death experiences, which he's pretty much been in like almost nonstop
his
since he
entire
started.
life. Since no, when he was 4, even then, like when fighting with Piccolo, he did that. He got to like the extremes, like with fighting with Piccolo, like how they trained for like at least it's
Yep.
like 6 months. That's
Yep.
how he got strong. Then he got the boost from the very old Namekian, right? So like the
Goro.
amount of buffs and cheats this motherfucker has gone through is crazy.
So like Vegeta said he was stronger than his father as a child, which is I feel like that's kind of crazy because his dad was also like an elite Saiyan, right? Because
I think so. Yeah.
he was he's King Vegeta, right? So like surpassing his father as a child, like Vegeta also has crazy potential.
He's an adult now.
Had had crazy. Well,
This is the end of Vegeta. We will never see him again after this.
Vegeta's got gifted kid syndrome. Like he really peaked in high school.
yeah, he did because after that he was
Height
like,
wise.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, this
Uh,
motherfucker couldn't dunk.
yeah, no, not
I
at all.
mean, jump wise he could. He can jump high enough.
I guess. But even then,
And
right?
fly, dude. Like if the jump is not enough, he could just fly up.
Ugh, lame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's
he's
cheating.
been he said like Vegeta was stronger than his dad as a child, and then it, like slowly progressed upwards. Like it wasn't even that quick after that. It feels like because yeah,
I don't
he
think it has. No
Maybe that just
like
has something to do with like the
competition
way.
there.
No, I feel like maybe just like the way like Saints give birth. Like they might just like if they have a kid, it like its base power like strength is probably like around like what the parent would be.
And I mean, I still feel like if they are like just born, they will still be weaker than their parents, right? It has to
Yeah,
like
but I
go
feel
up.
like that's more like they don't know how to use their bodies yet. Because like
Maybe.
when Gohan started like tapping into his actual strength, he was already stronger than Goku. Because
That is
he
very
actually
true.
like did like damage to Raditz, remember?
does
Yeah,
that
true.
but does that mean Goku's dad is like weak because he was
He was
strong
I mean that makes
in
sense, right?
Yeah, I
Because
feel like
he
it
was a
was.
lower level Saiyan. He
yeah,
was a
but
Like Goku
peasant
was.
Saiyan.
I guess that makes sense. But
Yeah.
Raditz, who is his brother, was pretty strong, right?
Yeah, but he's also been on the front lines this entire time. Like he was still absorbed within the system of like what the
Yeah,
Saiyans
but
were doing, and so like he was
I
constantly being like out there, and also at a grander scale, right? Because we know that the galaxy, space, has a bigger scale of power than Earth itself does.
That makes
what I
sense.
think
Yeah.
happened with Raditz, he got sent to like a similar situation with Goku, but Goku hit his head, right? So he didn't get the urge to fight. Raditz still had that. Wiped out the planet, got stronger in the process, got back to the Saiyan planet, and became bigger part of the army, or I guess Frieza's army at that point, but became bigger part of that to the point that um like Frieza saw potential in him or whatever, and then that somehow evolved in him to actually become stronger by just being in that environment. While Goku was just on Earth, isolated, not doing what he was, I guess,
Yeah,
supposed
because he was
to.
just trying to survive until he was like what 12, 14? 12?
Yeah,
He was
12.
12 at the start, right?
Part of the
He said
story, yeah.
14, but it's 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, no,
and
that
like Raditz has like as a child maybe flight the planet in like 5 years, then was like 5, got back, did another one, was 12, had already done like 2 or 3 planets, and whatever, right? Like the growth that Raditz had at the beginning was probably a lot larger marginally compared to
It's
Goku.
essentially like the idea of like you put like equally like gifted kids, one in like a bad environment for suited for their growth and one in a good environment, and you just see one really like go up on the other, and then like
Yeah,
I feel like you could kind of take this as a nature versus nurture idea as well.
mm,
maybe you can. Yeah, I think you can.
yeah. Yeah, which it probably also makes sense as to why Frieza just decided to wipe out the planet because eventually, generations down the line, the kids would just become so powerful as well, like the Saiyans.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, like it's probably like Frieza probably like wasn't in charge of them for that long.
No,
Because the Saiyans, like, they were a warrior race, but like they didn't start. They started selling planets at some point, right?
Mhm.
But but like that doesn't seem like something you would innately do, right? If you're a warrior, you would just like go to seek out the fights, right? And
Eventually, you just like end up a
like
planet, and, like guess will sell them, and then that works, and then they keep doing it. I guess.
yeah, but like you quickly run into somebody like Frieza who keeps conquering planets as well. So I feel like very quickly after the say this is all conjecture, but like
Yeah.
very quickly after like they essentially made it off planet where they were like stopping like all the infighting, was like, oh, we can get out there and try and do more shit. I feel like very quickly after that they probably started running into Frieza, and then like Frieza like absorbed them into their army, and then like this cycle started. Then Frieza very quickly went, holy shit, fuck that.
Probably Frieza is not dumb. He's very smart. So I feel like
Yep.
Frieza would have realized, okay, wait, they're getting stronger by the generation by marginal gains, like to like a bigger scale. They like might want to like wipe at least like 99.9% of all of them.
This also makes sense as to why people talk down about the Saiyans a lot, because if they are a relatively new species to be discovered, like and absorbed into like this intergalactic society, then like the Saiyans being looked down upon makes sense because they're new to the block and they're doing all this shit. Of course, people are gonna be like, "Man, fuck you! The fuck are you even trying to do?"
Yeah, the new kids on.
Yeah, about all this whole this pride and being strong and whatever, and then like
Yeah,
being
and
like,
like probably when they were absorbed, they were weaker. That was probably what it was like. And now they're quickly, and then they started quickly rising up, and Frieza almost immediately took them down. And that's probably why this reputation of Saiyans being elite warriors only seems to persist in like within Saiyan culture itself.
yeah, but then or people that are weaker than them, right?
Yeah,
Think about them.
like all the pieces seem to fit.
It does. It does.
There's some good old fashioned theorizing. I like this.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
that was
do
good.
want to mention though, I'm getting sick and tired of people talking about ultimate goddamn power in this series. If it was like every third chapter, there's a motherfucker saying like I have achieved or I will achieve ultimate power.
This is my ultimate power.
Yeah, like Piccolo
Yeah.
said it this time, and like I feel like I can't be the only one who went. Okay, sure you did, buddy. Let's move on.
Yeah, I like it
Show
better
it.
in like one
Show
of the
don't tell.
dubs. Like one of the dubs, he was yelling like, "I feel fit. I can do it. I can do this." Obviously, like was like flying away. This had like
That makes more sense. Like in the translation, it's just like I have achieved ultimate. This is ultimate power. Or this is what ultimate power feels like, or something. I'm just like, okay, what the fuck? What do you mean?
well, yeah. I guess it was ultimate power for him. He peaked. He's done. He cooked.
Oh shit. Well, he did say like he like in the final chapter he does say like let me let me solo her. Like
Solo
he is
her.
like it's the meme from Ring. Anyway, like
I did
or
not
him
know.
nowadays.
Why
with
do
the
I feel like the
globalism.
meme's like intended horny?
No, okay, so a little bit lore
Probably
about
because you
Ring. There's
said it.
it's
Yeah.
very okay. Wow, that's just
I mean,
wow.
it's
Fair,
true.
but
Look, you
wow.
build up your own reputation. Is all I'm saying.
Fair enough. No, like it's a very hard boss, which is female. In thing, and there's just one guy who has like no armor, which is a sign in like those kind of games that you won't get hit, so you won't die. And he has like beaten that boss over 1,500 times with helping people. Like he joins people's lobbies, deals the boss alone, solos her, and then disappears
Like a legend. Damn.
like a legend.
That
He is
yeah, that
generally
Really
like a
actually
legend.
that sounds like a fucking folklore type
Yeah,
thing.
like
Man,
the
Yeah,
that's
he's to
sick.
that in the Ring like verse. He is to that point. He right in the new DLC that came out. There is another boss that is very hard, and I think he came back for that as well.
Yo, he's back.
It's like, did he ever exist? Is he a legend? Is this true? Like,
Bro really
That's very
pulled the
cool.
Michael Jordan. I'm back. He does it again.
Return of the King, you know. Anyway,
Mm.
Piccolo being like, "No, I got this." But
Mhm.
quick question: what do y'all think about Goku like being like, "Wait, I feel like Piccolo, but it can't be Piccolo."
I thought that was hilarious
I think it
because
was pretty
that's
fun.
essentially Goku saying it couldn't be Piccolo because this motherfucker is too good.
He's too weak.
Bro.
He is too strong to be Piccolo. There's no way that's Piccolo.
Like, is he stronger than me? Nah, that can't be Piccolo, bro.
That can't be Piccolo.
Is
That's a
that me
lie.
stronger than me?
Is that? Oh yeah.
Uh,
Honestly, I get him. I get Goku. He's like,
that
he's
was
too
cold ass
strong.
entrance by Piccolo though.
Just like
What-
flying
like-
and stopping
like-
midair. Like, no, he flew very quick and then just stopped midair, just
honestly-
in the pose, just ready.
Yeah, honestly, I was kind of ready for like Gohan to pop off again. He was like, "Okay, I'm round 2, bitch," right? And then Piccolo just
I gotta
like,
heal
"Nah."
up.
I mean, he essentially was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready. He was mad. He
And then
was
Piccolo
pumped.
just was like, "Nah, buddy, I got
I got
this. Don't
this."
worry."
So I have to play-by-play for the fight. I don't know why I wrote it down, but I did.
Oh, what?
First damage to Frieza is a Gohan achievement.
Mhm.
Then we have Frieza pimp slaps a child. then we have first vital hit Krillin
Mhm.
for cutting
Also-
Frieza's tail. Then cold ass entrance, and then Goku giving color commentary on the side. I thought that was supposed to be our job, Goku.
Yeah, fuck you, Go. Yeah, Goku. Also,
He's
Goku
taking
was
our
ready.
job.
Goku was ready to break out. It's like, nah, I can't wait. Let me just get out of here. It's like, oh no, wait. Someone else is coming. Never mind. Someone else can beat his ass.
They might be cooking. They might be cooking.
Yeah, I can wait. Chill here. See how it goes.
About the beam attacks, I don't know if you guys noticed this. In the last panel, that Piccolo shoots a gigantic fucking beam instantly. So I do feel like he's become strong in that aspect too. I don't know how much.
Yeah, but I
Kong
still
would
feel
add
like
to that.
I feel like he's not
I feel like
as
it
that
would.
because if you think about it, he's not using any named attacks. Whereas if you look at something like we've established that Krillin's strength lies in the application of key techniques. Because
Yeah.
that's everybody keeps stealing his techniques. 'Cause
Like
there's
the
just that
disc, the storm, the whatever,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's just throwing them out like this, right? Like that's how he got the damage off on Frieza, how he was able to buy more time and stuff. Like he's using all these name techniques. Piccolo yet to use a name technique, but that doesn't have huge drawbacks.
Yeah, like Piccolo just energy, just attack. He doesn't really
Yeah.
care about
It
the
feels like that
aftermath.
unrefined form of combat,
Like,
right?
Looking at the beam as well, it's very much jaggedy edges across the sides of the cone that he shoots.
Yeah, I feel like that's more a stylistic choice, but maybe I didn't
I
pay
guess-
attention to it that much, so I can't
I have the panel up,
disprove or
but yeah,
agree. I'm just
like when we see
Actually-
a Kamehameha, the lines are very much straight. They're very much like a refined beam of power going towards the target. This felt more like
wasted energy, right? That's a
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
talking about no wasted energy here.
Piccolo here feels more like a just throw my energy at him and hope it does something and it hits.
Yeah,
Right? It feels like more of a Hail Mary than an actual
yeah.
refined
If,
technique.
yeah, if we think
This-
about it, right, we've been talking about Goku, he's become a master now. He doesn't waste any energy, he doesn't waste any movements. If we think about it that way, then Piccolo compared to Goku might have a higher
Strength.
ceiling
key.
if Goku obviously doesn't train or get snare death experiences again. But if we take Goku's power level right now, he's essentially at his ceiling without Saiyan shenanigans elevating his power level, right?
To be fair, he's in a healing part right now because he was near death. So at this point, he got another boost again after he comes out of
Yeah,
this.
but barring that, if we didn't think about that, then Piccolo probably would have a higher ceiling because he's gotten up to this point with pure raw power, essentially,
True. Yeah.
which is
I feel
crazy
like
to think
Goku-
about.
I feel yeah, and he didn't even have the weighted pod to 100% like Goku has. Goku has the 100 times weighted. Piccolo only has the thing that goes up just to 20, the planet that he's on with
Yeah.
Kaio.
Also, they weren't even on King Kai's planet that long, to be honest. To be fair.
A month
No,
and a
less
few
than
days.
that.
No, a month
Well,
and 2 weeks, I think, right?
They
Something
didn't
like that.
get there instantly, right? They had to travel Snake.
Oh, they had
right?
to travel there, yeah, but they got there
They did it
in a
faster
week.
than Goku. They said
They
that,
did it in a
though.
week. I
Yeah, they
believe,
got it
yeah.
a lot faster than Goku.
So they probably had let's say a month. Let's say they took a week and then a month, and then now the first week of the month of the where they were traveling, and then the last week that we just had on NAMEK that came back together. It's probably
Also,
around that.
this reminded me of you said stylistic choice that I remember seeing somewhere that more like rough and ruggedy characters in the show or in the manga, when they speak normally, their bubbles are like more rugged, like they have more square edges, right? But the like good guys are like that are like more calm, have more round and like bubbly shapes to their bubbles. Like
This
You know what? I
sounds
noticed this.
pretty normal.
No, no, genuinely.
yeah,
Like
no,
when
but
I'm
like
looking at
specifically
like a
to
panel where Gohan is talking and like Frieza as well. Frieza is very much like boxy, like corners, and then you look at Gohan, who's like a speed, like a cloud, like the bubbly
yeah,
like
like
panel,
Goku, Krillin, Gohan when they speak, they have like round shapes, and like when
rounder, like
Frieza,
yeah.
yeah, and Frieza, Vegeta speak, they have like more square shapes on their bubbles.
I see this. I see this now.
Yeah,
To be fair, the like the very young Namekian also has like he has rounded edges,
And
but they're still more
I mean,
jagged.
Piccolo also has a bit more squarish. So does that imply like that he's not like? I mean, I guess is he fully aligned on the moral spectrum? Then is that what we're
eh,
saying? Like he's more in a gray area
I
I
guess.
because he
think
has a
so.
similar amount of like sharp edges as
It's
Vegeta.
Vegeta, yeah, exactly. But then it's just thought bubble that Krillin has, which is also more jaggedy and a lot more jagged than even
I think
Vegeta.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
So
but
less
it's more
about
like
like evil and more about composure.
more about like voice and what kind of like how they're thinking, like how the inner monologue or how the voice that's coming out,
But
what
like
kind of
that
voice they're
that
putting
feels
on.
weird because like Vegeta is freaking out about like how strong Frieza is, right? Whereas Piccolo is
Mhm.
kind of chilling and they're still dealing with a similar amount of like sharp.
Oh, like
So I don't know, maybe it's none of those and it's just like depicting non-human characters.
maybe.
maybe like Frieza does get like sorry, Vegeta does get a lot more jaggedy as he gets trained, but he calmed down a little bit at the end there when Piccolo showed up, and then he got a little bit less jagged. I don't know, just probably stylistic as to like what kind of tone is set to what they're doing.
I feel like it's a part of like every like a combination of all the things we talked about a bit.
Yeah, probably.
I do think like
I don't think it's
non-human
consistent.
plays a big part in it.
Maybe I don't know.
Uh,
Also,
oh yeah, hot go.
now I was just gonna talk about how um apparently not gonna talk about that because I forgot. So you go.
All right, so
Yeah.
Frieza mentions that like he doesn't tend to transform or stay in his transformed state because it is too much power and he can't control it very well. So
Hmm.
this kind of like goes back into what we were talking about a little bit earlier, where like wasted movements and stuff like really denote like a master, and that transformations are seeming like another stage of that in a way, right?
You have to
Because
master that form
you
as
have to
well.
master that form. Because right now there's too like if we're taking Frieza as an example, right? There's too much power and no control, so there's a lot of energy being wasted and not enough like refined power. So it seems like Frieza hasn't even mastered his like physical states,
Yeah,
right? Which is insane to
he
think
doesn't
about
need
that
to.
he's
I don't
this
think.
strong without even mastering his power. But
I think he had
this,
a need to, so just didn't. I think it's more
yeah,
of a like.
this feels like maybe like we can draw this into like natural talent versus hard work in a way,
Yeah.
because Frieza is this strong naturally and Goku had to work his ass off to become a master at what he's doing.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and at
several
least in
leadership
his
traits.
base.
Like
Like
it's that Kyrie Irving quote of like hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard, and that's something that we're seeing here with Frieza. I think that like
yeah,
he's talented, but he hasn't done anything with it besides just lounge and like
Sit in a pod
sit in
most
a
of his
pod
days.
and just be way too happy with himself, committing atrocities.
Yeah.
like like Goku has worked He's like treated martial arts ever since he was young, thanks to Grandpa Gohan, and even past that, Roshi, Kami, Kai, King Kai, right? Even
Even a little bit of Popo.
yeah, Popo too. But now, even when like Vegeta, also work. He didn't work hard because he was like, "Oh, I'm an elite," right? He didn't need to. He didn't have a need to. But now he did get beat by someone that actually, does work hard, and then he's starting to like see things differently. Like even he believes
I
that.
mean, do you think? I don't know. Like,
I feel like a
Vegeta, has he really like worked hard
no,
now? I
no,
feel
he
like
hasn't.
He's
he
gone
hasn't.
I'm
close
not.
to
I'm
death
not
a lot
saying
of
that he
times.
has. I'm not saying that he has worked hard yet. I'm just saying that he's starting to see things differently. That's the thing because now
Yeah,
even
that's
he
true.
now accepts that wow, someone that's a lower stature than me, that's low class. Even he is far surpassed me now, right? So that's
Mhm.
I think this is now that he's truly seen that Goku is definitively stronger than him, unlike in Earth where he needed a lot of help, right? Now he's definitively stronger than him. So I feel like the realization is starting to set in on Vegeta, and he's like, it's gonna start a change in him, right?
Or he whines like a little bitch.
Or he wants
Who
like a little
knows?
bitch.
Do we have
Could
I
anything
still,
else we want to talk about?
I want to see a Piccolo canoe next week.
Same.
hmm
Huh?
No, just Piccolo is one of my favorite characters. So,
All
well,
right.
I mean, for you, that's just battle hungry, so it doesn't say much.
Anyway, with that, we're gonna end this episode off. Thank you guys for watching. Been a good one. With that, we say goodbye to Ryu,
Bye.
the Hut.
he's
I'm your host Ben, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
goodbye.